Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey. I am a 4th grade teacher and this is classroom setup part 6. Today is going to be a very exciting day, but also a day that I've been dreading a little bit. I took forever to make a decision on the borders that I wanted to put up on my bulletin boards, but I've decided to just go with some things that I already have. So I'm going to put those up today, and then if inspiration strikes later on and I get excited about something else, then I can purchase that and put them up at that time. I think what I have is going to look really good, so I'm excited to get it all up and see it together. For now, I am off to teach some summer school this morning, so I will catch up with you afterwards. First half is done. Let's hope that the second is a little bit quicker. I definitely questioned the pairings along the way, but I'm really happy with the fact that I just went with what I had, and I feel like they look really good together and balance each other out nicely. This border is from Schoolgirl Style. It's the same border that is around my whiteboard. This one, I'm not sure where it came from, but I can't find it anymore, and I was like barely scraping by with what I had to cover my spaces. This is just super cheap. I think it's called Bordette from Amazon, and then this one was from Schoolgirl Style as well. As far as the paper is concerned, this is just a normal white wood paper from Amazon, and then I have the light brown Better Than paper. I really don't want to think about it right now, but that bulletin board over there does need to be redone. I think I might try to find a new border set for over here, maybe something a little bit more fun. I love the pastel rainbow smileys from Schoolgirl Style, so I'm definitely considering using those just to kind of spice things up. I think it'll go well with the checkered as well, but I am super happy to have them done, and I really like the way that they look. The borders were really the only things that I wanted to get done today, which is good because they took forever, but I'm very happy with the way that it all looks together and the fact that I was able to use things that I already have. Tomorrow I'm going to be adding the titles, so I'm going to bring in my Cricut and I'll show you how I get that done. We just wrapped up summer school day 4, so that means that week 1 is officially done. This afternoon, before I go though, I want to finish my bulletin boards. So yesterday you saw that I put all of my border around the boards, and today I brought in my Cricut. That way I can cut out the words and add them onto my boards. Like I said, I brought in my Cricut today to help me fill in the titles. I wanted to show you this bag though because I think it was such a great purchase. I use my Cricut at home a lot, but I also use it a lot in my classroom, so I'm moving it back and forth. This bag not only holds my Cricut, but it also holds all of the things that I need to use it. It has all of the tools here in front, and then in here I have the cutting mats and some materials to use as well. There are a lot of little spaces for materials in here, and then the cutting mats as well. I love this, again, just because it's so easy to carry it back and forth. I'm going to unpack this and get it all set up so I can show you how I use it. I have the Cricut Explore Air 2. It's the only Cricut that I've ever used, but it works perfectly for everything I need it for. I like to use cardstock when I'm making my titles. The board on the very end is going to be my books we've read board. I'm just going to keep that the same. So I already have the design made from last year, although now that I have the Better Than paper, I'm kind of thinking that I might try to do this red in vinyl, because last year I glued it on because I didn't want the staples to be seen. So I think I'm gonna do books we have with the cardstock and then try to do the red in vinyl. We'll see how that works out. I'm gonna adjust this to cardstock and then it's ready to go. I loaded it in by pressing the button, and then now this is just the extra stuff, and then I like to flip it over to take it out just so it doesn't wrinkle as much, and it all just comes off. Alright, I'm going to try vinyl with this. I'm going to start by cutting a 5 by 10 piece of white. That worked so well, I kind of wish I would have done it all in vinyl, but we'll see how it looks. This vinyl worked so well over here. I started stapling the cardstock and this just looks so much better, so I think I'm gonna redo the books we have. That way that's in vinyl too, and we don't have to see the staples. So I moved the word fridge over a little bit because it was bothering me that the whole thing wasn't centered, and now it's still off. So I think it's time for me to give this a break. I can revisit next week. I'm also going to just measure these boards to finish cutting the Cricut titles. That way I can cut them out at home and then bring them in ready to go up next week. I think right now I'm going to take a break from the boards and spend some time getting a little bit more organized. I'm at a standstill with my student supply bins though. I used these bins last year and then I have another set of them over there, but I just feel like there's too much opportunity for the kids to store things that do not belong in the bins. So my school also has thin bins, and if you can see, they are actually supposed to fit 30 of them. So I'm in the process of potentially getting a unit with 30 thin clear bins. I'm hopeful that will happen because these are just so bulky, and like I said, the kids just kind of trash them. So I'm really hopeful to be able to use that for student storage this year. That way, again, everything that they need is all in this one place, but I'm still waiting to see if there are more bins or a unit that would actually hold all 30 of them. So for now, I'm just going to move this. So I usually have them organized over here. I think that I'm just going to set it up kind of with both options. So I'll put the 3 back over here and then also have this one that's set up over there. I'm not sure what I'll do with that space anyway if I don't have the bins there. So I think I just need to get this back where it belongs and probably break down those boxes. Just a few things that will make it feel a little bit cleaner in here. happy that I was able to spend some time just kind of cleaning up and getting reorganized. I do feel like I've hit a wall with what I'm going to get done today, so I think it would just be best for me to head out for the weekend. I'm really proud of everything that I was able to do this week, and I know that I still have the same amount of time next week. I have 4 days, Monday through Thursday, again, of summer school in the mornings and then time in my classroom in the afternoons. I've pretty much wrapped up all of my bigger projects, so I can revisit my list and reorganize myself for the things that I would like to get done next week. I know that I'm in a good position with all the things that I've been able to get done and with the time that I still have left, so I'm going to go enjoy my weekend, but before I do, I will show you how I'm leaving the room. Starting with the Student Center, I didn't change much this week, but like I said earlier, I'm still hopeful that I'll be able to move to this organizational system for my student supplies this year, so I'm going to leave that set up right there. Then the bulletin boards were a huge project that I've been working on this week. I was able to pick the borders that I wanted to do, get them up, and then also get started with the titles. I measured for titles for each of those boards, that way I can do them over the weekend and then bring them in and put them right up. Going over to the library, I did all my Felt-Rite tiles this week, that was huge as well. Everything else is looking the same. I put this bin system back where I had it last year, still hopeful that I won't need all of them, but if I do, that's where they will be. This bulletin board has been out of sight, out of mind, so this weekend I need to think about what I want to do with it and hopefully prep a little bit of that. My desk area is a bit of a mess, but I'll have those final details sorted out next week. The whiteboard is done and looks great. I just kept it the same as last year because everything worked well for us. This is where I'm going to put my carpet. I have a larger carpet coming this year, but I'm not sure when that will get here, so I might just use mine from last year, get it all set up. That way I have something ready to go. Chairs will be moved, of course, and that will be the carpet space. All of this is looking the same. Some of our supply order has started to come in, so I'm excited for that. And then we have, of course, the trash pile that will be worked on next week. That is where I'm leaving things for today and for the weekend. I think that next week I'll be able to fit the last 4 afternoons of classroom setup into a final setup vlog. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you very soon for the last setup vlog. Thank you for being here.